What's up, guys? It is JB here, and I'm going to be honest. I still kind of don't understand what is so wrong with this Super League. Like I've seen, everyone's like, "Oh, for the fans, for the fans," but I've been seeing all of these fans are then leaving. Like all these fans just keep talking about like the grassroots kind of fans. The fans that were started off small and they've built up and they've kind of the small working class that have gone on to support their club. But the thing is, like I know, for example, in Manchester United, Manchester City. Salford City is there. I don't know anything much about it, but I'm pretty sure it's nearby. Like there's still that team to support. I bet the games are cheaper, and it kind of goes more for the ideology of the whole not spending money on things. Like in London, there's plenty of other teams Chelsea, Tottenham, and Arsenal leaving. Liverpool, you got other. I'm assuming you have Tranmere Rovers down in League Two. So the thing I just don't understand with it, for all the English people out there, and obviously I speak English, so probably only English people are seeing this, is you're so quick to abandon your team for doing this, but you're not so quick to support a new team to go against this. Like you support your team so much, and you care about it so much, but the minute like they join this Super League and you're now automatically totally against them, but you don't want to abandon them, so you're just not going to have a club to support for like the next foreseeable future. Like that's the thing I just don't understand. Like everyone's like, oh, like I saw the things outside of the Liverpool stadium today. They're like, oh, I'm never going to support Liverpool again. Okay, well then who are you going to support for the rest of your life? Because if the Super League works and it's successful, then you don't have a club to support for the rest of your life. Like you're talking about, everyone talks about, just like supporting the local club. Well, then go support your local club. They may not be a local Premier League club. It's still a local club. And if you're talking about kind of like the grassroots, the small building foundations of these things, when it also then makes sense for you not to support a big club and instead support a smaller club. And that's the thing I just can't understand. Like, it's just so hypocritical. Literally everyone's saying the Super League is bad. It's ruining the game. It's ruining the game. I personally don't see how it actually is like ruining the game. I don't think it's that bad of an idea. I think it instead opens up a lot of other doors for people, for these other clubs. Because yes, there's going to be a power shift for, English football. The quality is going to get a little bit less for the next couple of years. But the same thing that everyone keeps pointing out is these clubs lose to these bottom table sides all the time. Like other than Liverpool and Man City, Chelsea, Man U, Arsenal, Tottenham, they lose to Crystal Palace occasionally. They lose to Burnley. They lose to Wolves, to Leicester. Like Leicester finished third last season. Like they're still good teams. They just don't have the money spending power, which isn't the whole purpose of the Super League, to be against the teams that are spending all this money. Like it's another thing. Like I just don't understand why everyone's so against it. And it just goes back to the whole, they're saying, oh, I'm not going to support my club for doing this. So you're just not going to support any club for the rest of your life? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think that they would get announced this if they didn't already have a plan in place for this to be around for many, many years. Like this, how crazy and power shifting as this is in the world, this is not a quick decision. This is not something they just thought of one day and was like, you know what? This might actually work. This is something they've been thinking about for probably years, even definitely for months. And chances are, if your favorite players, if they aren't able to play internationally, well, then there's going to be a power shift there, because the players who have no chance of playing internationally are going to go sign up for those teams to earn more money, while the players who want to play internationally are going to come back. So even if it does go through and they aren't allowed to compete, then there's just going to be a power shift there, and the Super League is just going to be a money league. And even at that point, are you then who are these fans who are like, oh, I'm not going to support my club because they joined this league? Then who are you going to support? Like, I just don't understand why everyone is so against this. Like, the only reason why I could think you'd be against it is if they're not playing games at home. Like, if they are playing if they are playing games that aren't at home, that I can understand. I mean, I've never been to a soccer/football game because there's not a club near me. I still love sitting down and watching the game. I watch high school games sometimes. I've been to a couple of college games. I haven't seen professionals play because there's no one near me. That's the thing. I think that over in England, they don't realize how lucky you have it. You have 4 divisions, and there's teams all over the country. Over in America, we don't soccer. There's one in the 50 states. There's one team in my state. A lot of states don't even have teams. There's multiple states where they have like 4 teams. So just, you gotta appreciate what you have, because you gotta understand it's not just about you. Like, the one thing I've seen no one else talk about the other leagues. Like, this seems to purely be a Premier League issue. Like, I understand it's a little bit different. You know, I'm English. Obviously, I'm only going to be seeing the English media. But I haven't seen anything about how's this going to influence Spain? How's this going to influence Italy? I don't even think it's going to influence Italy that much. Because, I mean, yes, there's Juventus. Yes, they're a beast. Inter Milan, yeah, they're pretty good. But AC Milan's terrible. Like, I just don't understand why it is so bad. And if you have a point that I haven't brought up, let me know in the comment down below. If it's a good point, I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that's a valid point. But if it's not, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I have a couple other videos about the Super League out on my channel, so make sure you check those out. And it is J Beebs signing off.